It's NBC 10 News at 5.
Well, it's going to be a hot and humid weekend, so what do you do if your car's AC stops working? We will have a live expert and get advice, simple fixes to save yourself money and frustration. Well, temperatures are headed into the 90s for the weekend, so what if your car's AC stops working? Tips you can do on your own that will save you money next. So it is hot out here. It's going to get even hotter. So imagine your ride home or down the shore and your AC is not working in your car. That's not fun. But instead of taking it to the shop, before you do that, there are some things you can do on your own to troubleshoot. And here to help with that is Travis Trammell. He is an ASE certified mechanic from Advanced Auto Parts. Thanks for helping us.
No problem, Tracy. Thank you.
Okay, so tell us what we can do. I can troubleshoot this myself.
Absolutely. Yes, ma'am. The first thing is our customers want to make sure you have a nice, cool AC system for those summer trips. The first thing is there's actually a thermometer, an AC thermometer you can use in your system. What you do is you put it right here in the vent like so and turn the car on and the AC system on to make sure that you can measure the cool air. Typically, you want to see about a 15 to 25 degree drop compared to the outside temperature to ensure this is working properly. If not, obviously you have an issue and there's some more things you can do. One more thing to improve the air inside the vehicle is you can change out your cabin air filter. That filters out the air in your system, as well as there's an AC and heater duct cleaner. That what it does is it helps to prevent mold and mildew and actually masks cigarette smoke as well. So you're breathing cool air, you can just pour it right in your vents inside the vehicle.
That's a great tip. So now if this says it's not getting as cool as you want, or you just know it's not getting as cool as you want, then what do we do?
The next step is to check the compressor in the vehicle. And how you do this is you have a person staying near the front of the vehicle, somebody else in the vehicle, the AC system off, turn the car on, okay? When you turn the car on, then have them engage the AC system on full blast.
Okay.
If you hear a click, that's the compressor engaging. So you're good to go, the compressor is working. So there's some other issues you can do to help fix that issue. If you don't hear the compressor come on, stop right there. The other tips we're going to show you today would not be sufficient. You need to take it to a mechanic. If you don't hear that clicking of that compressor coming on, we can recommend mechanics for you to Advanced Auto Parts.
Sure. So if it's the compressor, you got to go to the mechanic.
Yes,
but if you hear it and you're like, but it's still not cool, then what are my issues?
Come right over here.
Okay.
Now the next thing that you need to do is check the low pressure line in your AC system.
Right.
There's two lines. There's a high pressure and a low pressure. So the question is, how can you tell the difference? The nice thing on these gauges is they have a clip, as you can see, that's only going to fit on the low pressure. If you try to put it on the high pressure, it's not going to work.
Right.
Now, in this case, in our gauge, we actually have too much R134A in our system. That could actually also impact us having that cool air come in our system. You want to take that to a mechanic. You typically want it right in the green.
Okay.
So if you're low, what you can do is you can get this R134A with leak sealer. As you see the clips on here as well. Put this right on, and then you just pop this open, hit the button, and you're going to get R134A in your system, make it nice and cool. We also carry these that actually has a gauge, so when you're putting the R134A in here, you can be confident you're right there in the green, so you're good to go.
Now, you could have leaks in the system, right?
Yes, ma'am, you can. And one thing we have for that is we have this R134A UV leak and dye detector you put right in your system, and then you take your UV light, and what this does is helps to identify leaks in the AC system as well.
That's great. So all of these are available at an auto parts store. And you know what? We're going to put this video online.
Absolutely.
Because it seems simple when you're sitting here doing it, but I'm not going to remember it. But it's much better than taking it to a mechanic.
Exactly. I know we went through this pretty quickly, but you can actually go to advancedautoparts.com. We have a lot of videos on car care, including the AC systems as well as a good refresher for you. And you can also put it on your iPod, too.
Love doing it myself. Travis, thank you.
Absolutely. Tracy, thank you. I appreciate it.
Now to NBC 10 News at 6 with Tim and Renee.
That was great information. Thank you, Tracy.